Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Jordan here, bringing you another video. We are back finally after a long hiatus. We are back with episode 9 of our New York Rangers franchise mode here in NHL 26. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to apologize for the long break on YouTube. I started to see, lots of good growth on Twitch, and I just kind of put all my eggs in that basket. And now, after we are entering year 2 here of being a content creator, I know that I need to start branching out. I need to find some more balance, and I need to do both things. So I'm going to start here the end of July. This video should be up July 31st. To these next couple weeks, I'm going to be uploading New York Rangers franchise mode every Friday. Not sure what time yet, if I'll get consistent on a time, but it'll be every Friday. But with that out of the way, let's look at our lines here, because I have not recorded this in months. I believe the last video I uploaded for franchise mode was New York Rangers, and it was 5 months ago. So it's been some time. I won't even pretend like I remember half of these moves. Obviously, you guys can go back, watch the other videos if this is your first time here, or if you need a refresher. But we have Jay Robertson. I do remember going after him. Now, I don't remember if we traded for him or if it was the offer sheet. It was most likely a trade. You can see there in that first year with us, this would be year 3. He had 70 points. He's dipped quite a bit. He's playing on that first line with Gavin McKenna. You can see has 50 points so far this year. I believe that's leading the team. He had 35 points in his rookie season, so he's starting to blossom into his own player. You can see he has no awards won because I can't press that RB to see that again. And we have Beckett Seneca here, who we traded for from the Ducks. Don't remember again who we traded for, but I do remember trading for him in that year number 2 trade deadline. He had 15 points in 20 games. He's coming this year, not as many points. But this is kind of a growing pains year for our team, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, we've got a lot of young talent here. Will Cooley, Tej Aginla, and Zibanejad on that second line. If I remember correctly, we were holding on to Zibanejad because he's got that no move clause and he would not waive. I'm assuming that the last video we did the trade deadline, but I guess we will figure that out. I'm just kind of going in, raw in this. I'm not going to go back and do a bunch of research. We'll figure it out. I know we were a rebuilding team. You can tell just by looking at our team. We traded away almost all the veteran presence for young talent. And if we look at Tej here, this is his rookie season. 21 points in 61 games. Not great for him, but obviously he is a young player. Lots of time to grow. In this third line, we have Morgan Frost with Yegor Shinnikov and Gabe Perreault, he's a second line forward. We might throw him up to that second line this year, or we might wait. We know he's going to be a top 6 forward for us moving forward, and that is the fun part. What I can see with this team right now is if you look at our top 9, our top 6 is set for the future. As long as Seneca grows, as long as Aginla gets a little bit more growth, as long as Perreault gets a little bit more growth, that's your top 6. Throw Perreault up in there for Zibanejad, and then it's, McKenna, Robertson, Seneca, Cooley, Aginla, and Perreault. And I think that is great. On the fourth line, we've got Adam Sikora with Noah Laba and AJ Greer. Greer, just that veteran, big body presence with Laba and Sikora obviously being some young players. Defensively, we have Zeev Boyum, Adam Fox is the first pair. We have Jeffrey Moy. I remember we drafted this guy in year number 1's draft, or I guess the first draft anyways. He is as defense as they come, which I believe he's a two-way defender, but again, there's no offense in his game. He plays with Landon DuPont. That's right, we did draft Landon DuPont first overall, as well as Gavin McKenna. So in terms of franchise talent, we are definitely set. DuPont having a great rookie season, 10 power play points, 34 points overall from an 18-year-old defenseman. You love to see that. And then Scott Morrow with Vladislav Gavrikov on this third pair. Now, if I remember correctly, we are trying our best to get rid of Gavrikov, but since we have him, we may as well use him. And in net, you're going to see this Hrabal and Garand, and you might think, oh my, you traded away Sorokin? Or Shesterkin, sorry. No, he's injured. Don't remember how long he's injured for, but yeah, he's locked up long term with that no move. I'm going to try to keep him as long as we can. Honestly, I think that having a good goalie here will kind of help speed the rebuild along because we'll hopefully win more games. That hopefully keeps everybody happy and helps us win. And now that we have kind of rambled on here for already 8 minutes, catching you guys up. The trade deadline is on the 6th, so we were definitely going into that trade deadline. We're going to simulate up to the 5th, and then we're going to maybe make some moves. I honestly don't even know where we sit in the standings right now. It looks like it is 6th. And I have also moved my webcam on the YouTube scene from the right side to the left. That way you guys can actually see the standings all the time. Ivan is fully healed, and there we go. So coming into the trade deadline here, we sit 6th in the Metro. As you can see, we are not that far out of a playoff spot, but my mindset is we're a young team. We are a rebuilding team. We are not a playoff team just yet. With that being said, that means we are going to try to trade away some guys. So we're going to go to propose a trade. We're going to ask a few guys to waive. Starting with Gavrikov. Again, nice that we use him because we have him. If he can waive, I'd rather waive. So he doesn't want to waive. He sees a future here. That's fine. I'm not going to try to cheese this. I don't even know if there is a way to cheese it. Now Zibanejad. He is one. Instead of just asking him to waive outright, because you can see, it's risky if you ask for one team or two teams. It gets very risky if you ask for 3 teams or if you ask him to waive it entirely. So I'm going to see if there's one team he'll give us. No, he likes it here. That's fine. That's what the no move clauses are for. I like that for the player. Unfortunately, screws us over in franchise mode a little bit. But honestly, that is okay. And you know what? I wouldn't be doing my due diligence as a GM if I didn't at least ask, right? I don't want to trade him, but if he'll give us a team, which he wouldn't, but if he would have, we may as well try, right? You never know. There's not a lot we're going to be able to do move-wise. I'm not going to trade AJ Greer, and we're sorting by age here. You can see we're a young team minus Robertson. I'm not going to trade this guy yet. He's got trade protection next year, but we can still trade him right to 24 other teams if we can't re-sign him. Morgan Frost. We signed this guy in free agency, I think, as a cap move, 7.7 for 2 years. We could trade him. I don't really want to. Again, these are moves I'd rather make in the offseason. And then Igor Chinakov. I don't actually remember. So it looks like we got him in the 2nd year in free agency. He's having a down year. Now he's playing less minutes. He's one I would be okay with trading. If we can find a team, and I'm going to just do this kind of the easy way. I'm just going to find a trade. I'm going to see what his value is. We're going to see if there's a team in the West that is a playoff team that wants him. If there is, great. We'll trade him, and that'll be our only move. You can see the next team up is Dallas. Edit the trade. As long as they've got a really good record or a decent record. 30, 26, and 7. I'm going to call that decent enough. There we go. Now we're just going to have to make a roster move to call somebody up to take that spot, it looks like. No, we should be okay just to edit the lines. So whoever is the best forward not in the lineup, they are the one that's going to go in here, Jack Quinn. And it looks like it's giving us the glitch where it's duplicated players for some reason. So unfortunately, probably going to have to best my lines, which really grinds my gears. I hope that EA sees this glitch, fixes it for 27. So yeah, I'm just going to have to do head coach preferred lines, unfortunately, and then I'm just going to rock it. I don't really want to spend all this time redoing my power play lines, special team lines. We will definitely edit up the top 6 lines, though, or at least the forward lines, get those looking exactly how we want them. Berard, you're going to sit out for Greer since that is a +0. And same thing defensively. We will get these set back up properly. We might move on from Scott Morrow. We don't really need him. He has no protection, no clause. But honestly, I'm not going to be mad if we make the playoffs. So I think that trade with Chinakov is going to be the only one I make. I'm going to go as far as to not even go into the trade deadline. Honestly, I'd rather just try to get this these months of simulation done as fast as possible. So yeah, we're just going to keep simming. I think that we've made the trades we're going to be able to make. So yeah, there you go. Trade deadline done and dusted. You've seen what our team looks like. It's time to get into some simulation. We're not going to do too much. Again, we're not aiming to make the playoffs, right? If we make it, we make it. Great. If we don't, then we don't, and we get another good pick. So I'm going to be happy no matter what. We're just going to ride this out. If injuries happen, we'll obviously deal with those, but I'm not going to look to stop and change too much. You know, if we're winning too much, great. If we're winning and if we're losing too much, great. Either way, I'm going to be happy. Beckett Seneca goes down with injury, just needed a drink of water there. Didn't see when he would return. Perfect. He's back right away. So Berard got a couple games in. Hopefully that makes him happy. We'll get Beckett back in the lineup. As we are kind of cruising here, win-loss, win-loss, win-loss after the trade deadline. Shesterkin is back, though. Garand, I appreciate you playing some games for us. He played 4 games. He looks pretty good. I'm hoping that he can maybe be the backup next season. Martin Harabel, hopefully going to get some nice growth. Maybe we do try to move on from Shesterkin, or unfortunately, maybe we have to trade Harabel if he outgrows this. I got to stop the sim and send down Dylan Garand. So give me a moment. I will jump cut to do this. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of franchise change, you know, a lot of player overhaul heading into the next season because it looks like we have a logjam in goal. Hopefully, Shesterkin will waive. I'd rather not buy that contract out just yet. But LaSalle won't be NHL ready for probably 2 more years at the most. So maybe we move on from Harabel. Garand gets a 1 season as the backup with Shesterkin, and then we rock something like LaSalle and Shesterkin for a year or 2 before we move on to Shesterkin. It might work out great, and you can see here we started to lose quite a bit. Looks like we are probably, yeah, we're not a playoff team. Still holding down that 6th spot. Gavin McKenna goes down with an ankle injury. That's going to be the end of his season. Even if he comes back for that Montreal game, which I doubt he will, I'm not going to put him in. And yeah, end the season off on a high note, though. A 3-0 shutout win versus the Montreal Canadiens. 5th in the Metro, 79 points on the season. Honestly, we could have maybe made moves to be a playoff team, but again, I just don't think that's where our team is at. And guys, this is honestly going to be a longer episode. I'm going to try to do most of, if not all of the offseason in one video. So then the next video, we can hopefully just be picking things off right with year number 1. Or I guess year number 4, sorry. This isn't a new one. This is an old one. And then we will, you know, get back to the 2 to 3 episodes per 1 year thing. So we're going to take just the, well, first here, let's make sure we actually finish simming the regular season, because there's a few teams not done yet. It hasn't popped up. So yeah, NHL regular season completed. Gavin McKenna is fully healed. Just to not piss him off, I'm going to just put him in the lineup. I don't know if it would piss him off. We don't have morale on him. We're obviously not playing any games, but better safe than sorry with our future, the future captain of our team. I would say definitely the future star. As you can see, he led the team from forward points. But let's just do a quick little in-depth look at the stats. I won't go too crazy again. This video could teeter on an hour just because I want to get everything done and just start fresh in preseason of year number 4. So Adam Fox leads the team with 66 points. McKenna in his second NHL season has 60. J-Rob, a down year from him, but a down year offensively just from the team in general. He only has 57. Zibanejad with 50. DuPont, great rookie season, 43. Boyum hits the 40 mark for the 2nd year in a row. Beckett Seneca ended with 34. Cooley, 33. Morgan Frost. Tige, only 26, but again, this is a down year offensively. Perlow also had 26. Sikora with 23 on the 4th line. Greer with 18 and Laba 16. And then you can see there Moy with 14, Gavrikov 15, Morrow with 16, and then Quinn finished with 7, and Berard actually a point per game on the year, 4 points in those 4 games played. Igor Shesterkin finishes with a 9-12 and a 287, and Hrabal a very impressive 916 save percentage with a 2.74 goals against. I believe he is a rookie goalie, so that is very impressive. He also played enough games that he won't be a rookie next year. And then the only other thing I'm curious of right now is where did DuPont finish in terms of rookies? 43 points from a defenseman. We are going to take a quick look at the draft class. And we have another franchise forward in the draft, Jonas Saric. This is the Schultz draft. Liam Pugh is way down here. And honest to goodness, I think Liam Pugh is who I'm aiming for. Obviously, we do need that other DFD in our team. I don't think we're going to get lucky enough that Walter is available when we pick. So I'm going to go for Liam Pugh. I know he's medium elite. We've had this guy in our Saskatoon Draft to Glory franchise mode that ultimately the files were corrupted. We couldn't continue on with that, I believe is what happened. So yeah, we know what this guy is about. I like that he's NHL ready already. He's probably who I'm looking for. That's another sniper to add into your top 6 potentially. Because you can see it's just a bad draft from defense, and we don't really know a whole lot. Again, I'm not going to do a whole lot with our scouts. Hopefully, our scouts scout for us. We're not in the playoffs in the AHL. We're not in the, or are we in the playoffs in the AHL? No, the AHL regular season hasn't wrapped up yet. So let's see this if our team ends up in the playoffs. So yeah, we were the second team. We clinched a playoff spot. So we will do the AHL playoffs, see how far these guys go. We're not going to do how we would the NHL with slow sim. You know, we're just going to sim a few games. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, hey, that's all right with me. It just gets us closer to the off season as we are 1-1, now 2-1. So we go to that game 5. It's all on the line. Can we bounce back? 2-0 shutout. Persinian, one of our better players, goes down, so we'll just head coach replace him. This round of the playoffs is done. It's another best of 5, so we'll get the first 4 games simmed as we get shut out in game number 1, win game number 2. We have a 2-1 series lead. Once again, we cannot close it out. Will we win? We do get that win. Persinian also is back for round number 3. And I, again, not too sure where he goes in the lineup. Interesting. He's on that 3rd line. He was one of our better players. I seen he was leading the team in points in the regular season at one point. So, surprising that we're getting that kind of depth from our 3rd line. But here we go. Round number 3 versus Laval. It's a best of 7. We're going to do 4 games at a time. We split the first 2. We split the second 2. Let's see. Game number 5. Are we going to take that series lead? We are not. No. We haven't won 2 games in a row in this series. They have. Let's bounce back here. At least force a game 7. We see a guy is fully healed. I don't remember that guy going out. There we go. Game number 7. Since it's game 7 of round number 3, let's go into a slow sim here. Hopefully our young guys can contribute here and help us. We'll do period number 1. And Laval goes up 2-0. Period number 2. We tied at 2. We're out shooting them like crazy. 8 times simulation speed here. Are we going to be able to get that lead and go on to the Calder Cup finals? 10 minutes left. It's been all Laval. They caught up in shots a little bit. And now we're taking that lead back. All right, so it's going back and forth here. 2 minutes remaining in the period. And there we go. It's going to OT. We're just going to slow sim the OT. Maybe if it was the finals, I would go into the game if it was, for us to potentially win the Calder Cup. But we don't need to do all that here just for round 3 of the AHL. And Laval Simonio, I don't know what that guy's name is. He scores shorthanded. And we lose out in round number 3. We'll take a look at your 3 stars, Dobish, Struble, and Dorrington. You know what? It was a great playoffs. I didn't even think we were a playoff team. So the fact that we not only made the playoffs, but got to round number 3, the few young guys we have down there got really nice playoff experience. And I will meet you guys at the end of the postseason when we're ready to look at that draft class and see where we are drafting in the first round. As you guys are seeing here, Laval ended up winning, so you know what? We lost to the eventual winners. Not too shabby. And the Stanley Cup champs are the Buffalo Sabres. We'll have to take a look at the awards once we know where we are drafting. I thought we would know it by there. We'll simulate a couple more days. Still don't know where we're drafting. Is it the 17th? Interesting. Maybe I'm forgetting when that pops up. I thought it used to pop up on the 13th. Maybe I am mistaken. We still don't know where we're drafting? Okay, it pops up on the 20th. Oh my, as you can see, we are holding the 8th pick. Chicago moves up 3-1. Colorado moves down, and so does Boston. And then everything else remained the same. So I think we are going to be around that Liam Pugh pick. Maybe I'll try to move up for that defenseman. We'll have to see how the first 3 or 4 picks fall off the board. Kind of surprised that Colorado is bad. I know they have a lot of their good core locked up long term. Maybe they ended up losing Makar in free agency. But here we go. We'll look at the awards. Buffalo Sabres. So this is their first Stanley Cup in this franchise mode. Toronto won the President's Trophy in 2 of the 3 years, and they haven't won the Cup yet. Edmonton, this team cannot win a Stanley Cup. McDavid is cursed. 2 out of the 3 years they were the team, and they lost. You can see Tampa won and Buffalo. So, yeah, Buffalo, Ottawa, and Tampa, the Prince of Wales trophy. So it's almost like that Canada curse. They still can't win the cup because it's been a Canadian team playing for it every year. We'll take a look at the individual awards. McDavid with his back-to-back Art Ross trophies. Also back-to-back Harts. Bouchard ends Makar's reign of terror on the Norris Trophy. He also won the Lady Byng. Coco, I don't believe that was a guy I thought was going to win, but congrats to you. Bowen Byram gets that Conn Smythe. Love to see that. He's probably my favorite defenseman who's not on Colorado. If honestly not my favorite defenseman in the league in general. Coco won the Vezina. Okay, so no wonder. I've actually never seen this in a modern day NHL. And when I say modern day, I mean from Xbox One on. I've never seen a goalie win the Calder. So that is honestly nice to see. I didn't even look at rookie goalies. And he also won the Vezina. So wow, kind of guy takes the league by storm. Jennings goes to Stuart Skinner. Hronek gets his second Masterton. Holt be there in Chicago. Or in San Jose, sorry. Don't know why I said Chicago gets the Jack Adams. And Celebrini wins his first Selk trophy. He just signed 18.8 by 5 years in real life. Ted Lindsay goes to McDavid. He also won the Maurice Rocket Richard. So quite the year for McDavid, other than he still can't get that cup. And we're just going to look here through very quickly, and we just see if we see our team logo, we'll stop, take a look. We don't. Perfect. Let's get up to the draft here. We've got a few things we got to do first. Obviously, take a look at that draft class. And yeah, it hasn't changed in us picking 8th. They have us with Beaudinin, Cullen, or Charbonneau. Carbonneau? I'm not drafting that guy, honestly, just because I don't know how to say his name. I'm still hell-bent on Liam Pugh. The only thing that would make me lean towards Dineen is if he was scouted, because if he was for sure medium elite, he's a center, which is one thing we're kind of missing out of our top 6 is 2 centers. McKenna is a natural winger, secondary position center. So, but I think I would rather just go with what I know, and I know Liam Pugh, if developed right, is an absolute legend. So we might take him. And now we'll see the player retirements. Evgeny Malkin called it a career in Dallas. Marchand retires. Burns ends things in LA. And he was actually still a pretty good player in LA. Had 34 points in 82 games. JVR finally retires. Marchessault, OEL, Falk, Letty, Spurgeon, Lars Eller. just search by games played to see if we missed any one. We'll see all the 1,000 games, guys. Jeff Petrie calls it quits. Brody as well there you can see, and we'll take a quick look at the goalies. You can see Martin Jones retires, James Reimer, Philip Grubauer, David Rittich, Malcolm Subban, Tompkins, and Werner. And just to do our due diligence, we're already at the 32-minute mark of the recording. We'll just check very quickly. Did we lose anyone? No, we didn't. So perfect. Looking here at coaches, I do not see Hartford's name, and I don't see the New York Rangers. So that is nice. We've got some draft interviews to do here, and we're not going to bother interviewing anyone that we most likely can't draft. I want to know Beaudenin's play style. He's a playmaker. I kind of like that. What's your readiness? He feels he's ready to make an impact now, so he probably is a year in the AHL. And then honestly, I know this one doesn't really matter. I like to know what kind of guy we're going to draft. If he admits he's got a shitty personality, we're not going to draft him. But yeah, very loyal, doesn't get bent out of shape, well-rounded. I like that. I wouldn't be mad if I end up drafting him. The only other guy I'm going to interview, I think, will be... You know what? No, I don't think we're going to interview anyone else. Because we already know what Liam Pugh is. He's a known thing, right? He's guaranteed. I like this guy here. We must have a high up pick in the second round because we are scouted to take this guy. He's confirmed 1 year NHL ETA, which in my opinion, him being a goalie and the way the draft kind of just is, I will say he's 2 or 3 years. There's a good chance I'm going to draft him. Let's hop right into the draft now and just kind of see how this is going to play out. Again, we pick 8th. If we look in the second round, we pick 4th. And we might actually pick again. No, interesting, because we were 8th, picking 8th. So we must have some pick swaps going on with a team or something. But you can see here, nobody wants to trade their pick. I don't think we need a top 5 pick in this draft. And yeah, Chicago gets left wing sniper Jonas Sarich to play alongside Connor Bedard. That's going to be a nasty duo. Let's see, Colorado, ends up with Maddox Schultz, the next Nathan McKinnon in that franchise. Boston, let's see, they take Daly, 80 overall elite two-way defenseman. Now, I'm going to take a quick peek at the draft class. Again, I would love to draft Riley Walter. He would have to drop. I'm not trying to move into the top 5. I would gladly move into the top 6, though. So, yeah, Walter, the guy we were looking at, goes to Anaheim. New Jersey takes Kudroch. Enland goes to Pittsburgh. Karjalahadi goes to Philly. And then we get to step up to the podium and make our pick here. With the 8th overall pick in the 2028 NHL entry draft, the New York Rangers are proud to select from the Regina Pats right wing sniper Liam Pugh. And yeah, 80 overall out of the gate. He probably is in the NHL. The only reason I say that, he's a CHL player. He can't go to the AHL. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he needs more time in the CHL. Beaudenin hasn't gone yet. Montreal wants to trade their pick. I wouldn't mind adding Beaudenin. Again, I'm going to do my due diligence here, see if Gavrikov will waive. Again, we've asked him so many times, he might be unhappy. He might waive as well, as we haven't made the playoffs in a few years. Nope, he, for some reason, still sees a future here, so we cannot trade him. Again, Mika Zibanejad, he's not getting any younger. He might want to waive as well. He also sees a future here. You're 34 years old, bud. There's no future here for you. They do want Morgan Frost, however. So maybe we package Morgan Frost with... Yeah, and we only have Anaheim 2nd, a 6th, and a 7th. And I don't want to trade any more draft capital while we're rebuilding. I don't want to trade any prospects because you can clearly see we don't have that many. This is sorting by potential. So yeah, I don't want to go overboard here with what I'm going to trade away. But we don't need Scott Morrow. He is an offensive defenseman. We have 3 of them. He has kind of lost his spot on this team. Now, we do need a top 6 defenseman. They have Connor Murphy. We don't even have to re-sign him necessarily. It just kind of gets us that contract right, and then maybe we'll look at forwards. I'm not really seeing anyone who I'm like very keen to trade away. Cooley's down to an 84. Iginla's down to an 82. McKenna's up to an 88, and Seneca up to an 84. Perlow down to an 83. I mean, we don't really need Jack Quinn, so maybe we throw Jack Quinn on there, and then again, we just take another guy from them that has no trade value, whose deal is expiring. If this goes through, we'll take it. If it doesn't, then we're going to move on. Trade accepted. There we go. So we get to make one more first round draft pick. And yeah, it's going to be Bo Dineen. The one thing I thought we need is a center. Even if this guy's not medium elite, top 6 high would be nice. And yeah, there we go. Bo Dineen, medium elite. We are going to be looking to start making the playoffs now. Definitely to be a better team. I think we have everything we need. And there was still some good talent left on the board here. Charbonneau drops to 13th. He was elite. Daly was that top 4 high. Same with Hare. And yeah, that's going to do it here. Let's trade or sim to the second round. It looks like we're going to be able to get our goalie. Welcome to New York, Sam Bertholomew. Oh my goodness, I am butchering these names. And yeah, medium elite 73 overall. You can never be too mad when you can stack talent like this. At the end of the day, these draft picks don't have a lot of value, and your goal as a GM is to make them have the most value. So yeah, why wouldn't I take that guy with a second round pick? He's already more valuable than that pick was if we were going to trade him. Same with this guy, right? He's a gem. This is a 6th round pick. We just got another medium elite goalie. That is instant, great trade value that we wouldn't have had with that 6th round pick. I'm just gonna look through here and see. We don't know a lot here. I'm gonna take a chance at Dmitriev here. Ilya. He's a DFD, top 4 D low, so there is a chance for him to pan out. So the entry draft is not complete. We only had 5 picks in a rebuilding year, but honestly, 4 of those picks are medium elite talents. This couldn't have been a better draft unless we'd won the lottery and drafted the franchise guy. Now, you guys are going to be going in as blind as I am on this one. We have some AHL coaches to do. We have some scouts to do. I did not take a single look at our free agency, who we had to re-sign and stuff at all. So you guys are going in again as blind as I am. We take a look here. We are going to have to spend money next offseason. If not, honestly, like as soon as July 1st hits. Moy, contract extension. McKenna, contract extension. Seneca needs a deal right now. And if you take a look, Iginla, contract extension. This is money we're going to have to spend. First things first, though, Liam Pugh, you're going to get your franchise deal, or your ELC, sorry. Parsinian, you did really good for us in the AHL. We're going to bring you back. Connor Murphy, you don't want to come back? We'll let you go. That seems to be the brunt of it. We will qualify Othman, get Bo Dineen on his entry-level deal as well, because he might be in the NHL. If not, right, he is a European dude. He can play in the AHL. Has 96 discipline, 87 offensive awareness already. Great passing stats. He could potentially play 3rd line, 2nd power play, and put up 40 points as a rookie in the NHL with those stats. So I like that. Here we go. Seneca wants a 1-year deal. Doesn't like the organization. So first things first, we're going to qualify. Now, I either want him to give me UFA years, or I want him to do a bridge deal. Now, we can kind of just bridge deal this. He wants a 1 year. I'm going to ask for 2. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to give him exactly what he wants, 3.5 for 1 year. He says he'll get back to us tonight. Hopefully he takes that. We will not forget to check out goalies. Yeah, Ingram, we're going to let you go. Garand, we will be bringing you back for sure. I'm not ready to lose you yet. And then, yeah, Martin Hrabal, we'll have to see how much he grows. We'll try again July 1st to see if Shesterkin will waive. Because, yeah, Lascelles up to 78, and he could still grow more. So there's a logjam in goal here where if I want us to make the playoffs, I think I want to keep Shesterkin and have a younger backup, so Lascelles or Hrabal. If we want to miss the playoffs, we would definitely want to go Lascelles and Hrabal and trade Shesty. This guy, again, has a no move the entire way. It's not going to ever be modified, so that's unfortunate. And Gavrikov, we still have 1 more year before we could trade this guy. If we buy him out, it's 2.3 for 8 years. I don't want to do that because I'm not convinced we need that money this season, but we definitely need it freed off the books going into 29-30 season. So yeah, there's honestly not a whole lot left for you guys to really see. It's all just depth deals. I'm going to go ahead and do a jump cut here. I'll get this all figured out. And then when we're ready to get to July 1st, I'll let you guys know. It's interesting here. I'm just noticing this. This is a very old roster, right? Because we did this franchise mode closer to the beginning of the year. But we did Albert Smits. We drafted him in the 3rd round in 2026. And it's funny because he was drafted obviously 5th overall by the Rangers in that draft in real life. So it's funny here. He's listed as a 7th D, but I'm going to bring him in anyways because I think that is kind of funny. And everyone else just got let go or qualified. Mostly we have no other goalies expiring. We don't need to bring these guys in on deals just yet. The only other kind of funny thing I'll show you recently signed is we signed Matt Rempe to an 8-year deal at $1 million just to keep him here. That contract, it's a one-way deal. Nobody's going to pick him up if we put him on waivers, and we don't have to put him on waivers at the start of the season, right? He can clear waivers for free every time. And that money is variable, right? If it's 1.25 or less, it doesn't go to the cap when they are in the AHL. So I have to do the AHL coaches really quick and then the scouts, and then we will simulate to July 1st. So we're ready to start simulating here. Seneca accepts his bridge deal at 3.5. If any of the coaches don't accept, we'll just get new ones. I gave them the max amount of money for the roles they wanted so that they would hopefully stay. And yeah, this guy doesn't want to stay. That's okay. We'll get somebody else in the off season here. And now, same thing with our scouts. I just gave them the most amount of money. Already at 48 minutes here on the recording, but we are going to be wrapping the video up shortly-ish. There shouldn't be a lot to do moving forward. We are at July 1st here, so first things first, free agents. Zach Werenski, I'm not falling into that trap. He's already 30. Edvinson's RFA. Benson, RFA. Carlson is too old. Same with Morrissey, Strome. Honestly, the only one that somewhat interests me is Laferriere, but he's in RFA. I don't think we really need any of these guys. There's not even like really a 2-way D that I see, which kind of sucks because I would definitely have wanted to go for that. I mean, Siegenthaler is there, but we still have Gavrikov. So honestly, we might not be making any moves here in free agency. I don't really think we need to. I know I said I would like to start making the playoffs, but at the end of the day, like, we need to get growth from our young guys if we're going to truly grow this team into a contender. So I think the things we definitely want to do is, here we go. I would say the 4 core pieces of our team moving forward. outside of the goaltending position all need new deals. Adam Fox wants 13 million. We have 58. I'm not in a rush to sign him because we can trade him. J-Rob wants 12.1 for 7. I'm also not in a rush to sign him. He also doesn't want an extension. Jeffrey Moy, 7 for 5. It walks him right into unrestricted free agency, which you can see is what he wants. Maybe if we up this money at 6 years, he kind of likes it better. But you can see he just wants to be walked into that unrestricted free agency. So I think we'll hold off on him no matter what. And yeah, the big fish for me, Gavin McKenna. This guy pretty much just gets a blank check. If he'll take 13.2 for 8 years, then I'm gonna give it to him. We might have to do some negotiating here. I won't give him a promise because the player promises are bugged in this game where if I give him a promise and he doesn't accept the deal, I'm still obligated to fulfill those promises to him. So, I mean, I don't want to do any full no moves, but I could do a 50% at 3.5. Maybe if it even is like a reduced one where he gets more coverage at the start and it gets less. He doesn't really like that. So honestly, I know this video has been a long one, but this is our future franchise guy here. See if we can charm him. And he doesn't want to be charmed. All right. So let's go right into the contract. He wants 5 years. I want 8. He wants 3.2. I am willing to do 14 million. So I would increase it by 750K. We would be willing to entertain a contract clause as well. It would have to be a modified. I wouldn't be willing to do a no move, full no move. Full. The clause option, I would like 20 if he would do that. What maybe if we make it the modified? Oh wait, new topic. Hold on, I misclicked there. I want to do this one. I don't want to do the no move plus the modified no trade, whatever. And it will be full. I asked for 20. Honestly, would he do 29? And I'm not trying to make player promises. So he doesn't like this. And again, I'm not doing the promises because then if we sign him to that, he will make us hold him to it. So I guess we're waiting on Gavin too. I was hoping we were going to get some contracts signed here, but it looks like we're going to have to wait a little while. Like, see, and this is the thing. Tij Ginla already wants $4 million, on pretty much 5 mil for 2 years. You've went down 2 overall since the start of the season. I don't really see the math ain't mathing on that for me. Harabo is the only goalie expiring, and he might be trade bait. I want to see if in the system, so LaSalle's still 78. We are going to have to try to make some trades here. We are going to try to see about waiving. Sorry, I don't want to trade Robertson. I seen the modified thing and was like, yeah, that's who. But no, we want to see if we can get some of these guys to waive their deals. So yeah, still, Buddy won't waive. Sorry, I'm just looking at something else here on my computer. Yeah, 54 minutes into the recording now. Probably that's about 50-ish minutes of actual video. Zibanejad, I'll be kind of nice. One team. They still don't want to leave New York. All right. It's fine. We don't need their money this season, but I mean, Zibanejad most likely getting bought out next year. I would love to have that money freed up. Gavrikov maybe a year after if we move Zibanejad then. We also drafted Joe Iginla in the second round. He's only a top 9 forward, but maybe he grows. We did sign him to his ELC. And then the only other guy I would consider, like, I'm going to ask Shesterkin to waive just because I wouldn't be doing my due diligence as the GM if I didn't ask. I hate to piss the guy off. But yeah, I guess that's all they want. And we can see here DuPont up to an 85 overall. You guys will have to let me know in the comment section down below. What should we do with Adam Fox? Is it time to let Boyum and DuPont just have the reins and move on from him? And if we're going to do that, like this is the year, right? July 1st, he's 1 year left. Same thing with J Rob. They would have to get moved. I'm honestly, I wouldn't be that mad if we did decide to move on, but I would want to wait till the trade deadline most likely. But because if we're going to make a playoff push, maybe we can get those guys to come back. I am going to take a quick look here at just trying to see what our lines are going to be if I do need to make a free agent acquisition. So yeah, Robertson, McKenna, Seneca, Cooley, Zibanejad, Perlow, again Lepew, Parsinian, Gonclaves, Bodini, and Sakura. So yeah, we don't need an NHL free agent on forward wise. And there wasn't really any that stood out for me, anyways. And I would say the same thing defensively: Moy, Fox, Boyan, DuPont, Gavrikov, Clevin. I think this is what we run. I'll go look one more time, just see if there is something that we need for agent wise. Otherwise, we can just fill these last 7 roster spots next episode when we know exactly what things are needed in our lineup. I mean, Hoglander would be that third line scoring winger. He's a two-way forward. You know what? He only wants a 2-year deal. I'll give it to him. We definitely need to get under the cap floor. So I'm gonna give him a 1-year deal at like 7 million. There we go. 7 million for Hoglander on a 1-year deal just to get some more money on the books. And then I'll look to see defensively if there's a guy we can kind of do a similar thing with. I don't want it to be somebody too old because I don't, at least if they've won a cup before. Let's see. McNabb. Yeah, McNabb's won 2 cups. So honestly, I don't know if he'll see the lineup. So let's give this guy kind of like here, we need to get under the cap floor type money. Just a 1-year vet. Sure, 11 million, that's fine. All right, perfect. We're not going to do anything else now. I'm going to simulate 1 week, and then I'm going to look back at Gavin McKenna and Jeffrey Moy. If we cannot get with those guys after a week, we will sim to the start of year number 4. We will look at the lines, and we'll wrap this video up, guys. I think this has been a good video. Again, happy to be back on the YouTube for sure. Again, it'll be 1 video a week. We're going to ride this New York Rangers franchise mode literally out all the way till NHL 27. And yeah, it hasn't changed, right? The negotiation is still the same. The only way I'm going to sign this guy would be a bridge deal, and it's 3 years. So I want long term. I would love 6 years. I'll take 7 at this point. If we can do 7 with a clause, sure. He says he's not going to rush into it. I want to take another look at J Rob. He wants 7. Now, he doesn't like the org, but he likes the contract. So I'm going to say neutral. I don't want to piss him off. He wants a 7 years. Now, this guy is already 28. I would rather do a 4-year deal. He wants 12.1. I'm willing to improve the offer. First things first, with a clause, I will give him that modified no move clause for the entirety of the contract. I will give him 24 teams he can say no to, right? I think that's what that means. And then I'm also, this I'm willing to make a promise on because he will be a line 1 forward for us already no matter what. He also will be on power play number 1 no matter what. He doesn't look to be loving it. I'm going to see if I can increase the salary by 500K. Let's see, is he going to like it? He thinks it's best we end. So he wants long term. I mean, if we give him what he wants, Maybe I was dumb to do that. If we give him exactly what he wants, which is the 7-year deal with a modified no trade, we can get the cap hit down quite a bit. And I'll go 30%. I'll go 62%, 11 mil. We'll see if he takes that. And then Jeffrey Moy, he's the other one I would love to get done right away. I'm going to see about a 4-year deal. Yeah, he doesn't want the bridge deal. He wants walked right into UFA. And like, it doesn't matter what I do. I don't want to have to pay more money unless I'm getting you long term. And he doesn't want long term. Maybe he'll take this at 8.1, exactly what he's asking for if we put a clause in there. But again, you're not getting a full no move. This would be the best you would get. If he takes it, he takes it. If not, he doesn't. So we're just going to start the season sim here, or sim to next season. So J-Rob says no. McKenna says no. Jeffrey Moy actually says yes. I will take that as an absolute win. $8 million for a guy who is going to be a top 2 defense on this team, because I like him with DuPont, and DuPont will be there, right? So I'll take it. We'll match this. No problem there. Again, there's a bunch of RFAs they're going to accept or they're going to not. I will see you guys at the start of year number 4, though, where we'll take a look at the lines as well as one last shot at extensions for Robertson and McKenna. All right, here we are, YouTube, at September 1st, 2028. It is the start of year number 4, almost. We're going to have to simulate to the 13th, right? But we are going to take one last crack at a Gavin McKenna extension. I believe this isn't what he wanted the whole time, was it? Maybe it was. Maybe now that we've gone a while, we can see exactly what these guys wanted before. So yeah, now he's even downed his thing. He wanted 7 years before at 12.1. Would he take this? You get a no move clause with a modified no trade, so we can't put you on waivers. But it would be 7 years, 12.1. He doesn't want 8 years, and he doesn't like 6 years as much. Would he take this? I'm curious. I doubt it, but that's going to be my last crack at that. And now McKenna. Buddy does not want a bridge deal, even in the slightest. If we're 4 years or more, it's UFA years. I don't want to lose this guy. In my eyes, still, he is the franchise. He is the guy that is the future captain of this team, the future, like, winning the Stanley Cup for us. So I'm going to give him 13.5. And you know what? McKenna would be the one player. I'm going to do something crazy. I don't normally way overpay players like this. But again, I'm saying this guy's the franchise, the future captain. I need to put my money where my mouth is a little bit. 8 years, 15 million. He actually likes 7 years a little bit better than 8. So you know what? Screw it. 7 years, 8 million, full no move. I'm curious if he'll take that. I don't regret it if he does. I have to put my money where my mouth is. I'm calling this guy the franchise. I can't be nickel and diming him. And there we go. He accepts that. I'm thrilled to have got McKenna. J-Rob doesn't want to come back. Again, I'm not even going to entertain bringing back Adam Fox until I get to hopefully see some comments from you guys. I know the YouTube probably will be a little bit inactive while I actually prove to you guys that, hey, I'm serious. I do want to upload once a week. I am going to be consistent. And this is a long video as well. So that in itself would shock me if we did see, if we did see any comments and stuff, anybody that watched the video all the way through. But this is what I'm thinking for the forward lines just off rip. J-Rob, McKenna, Seneca, Cooley, Iginla, Perlow, Pugh, Zibanejad, Hoglander, Conclaves, Brisson, and Parsinian. Gavrikov with Fox. Oh my, we are gonna have to do some changing of the lines here. So I think Moy goes here. You got DuPont. Put Boyum with Fox. Gavrikov with McNabb. No, thank you. I'd rather have Klevin in there. So yeah, this is what I would like to do for the defense lines. We'll check really quickly. No, Cole Baudouin. He will actually get called up. Beaudenin. He's gonna get a year in the AHL. He's gonna get a year in the AHL. Sakura probably gets called up to the NHL. Honestly, I'm not gonna look to do too much more with the lines here to in this video. The recording is already an hour and 6 minutes. I think we can see enough here. We'll know enough. So LaSalle, this is the one thing you guys might say if you watch this far. Jordan, you brought up trading Hrabal. Well, holy crap. Hrabal's 85 overall. Shesterkin is 93 overall. But LaSalle is 80 overall. He is ready for NHL. So in next episode, I think we trade Hrabal. But you guys should let me know, what do we do with this team? Are we going to be, what? Not even really what we do with the team. We kind of know what to do with the team, right? We're probably like a borderline playoff team. But you guys should let me know, goaltending wise. This is what I want to know. Do we run Hrabal and Shesterkin and let LaSalle have one more year? He is still very young. Do we trade Hrabal and run Shesty and LaSalle? Or before we trade Hrabal, do we try to ask Shesterkin to waive? I think if Shesterkin's the goalie, that gives us our best shot at the playoffs. And we're going to take the A off of Zibanejad, put it on McKenna. It's a changing of the tides here in New York. This is potentially Adam Fox's last year. I'm leaving the C on him because the second T is gone, McKenna gets that C, which leads to the other question of today's episode. What do we do with Adam Fox? Just quick, I will show you guys what he is asking for. He wants 13 million with a full no move, pretty much 14 mil for 7 years. Now, we have 14 million or almost 40 million free for next season, but we also have Zeev Boyum, right? He's going to need a new deal at some point. Not really, okay. But DuPont needs a new deal after this season, right? He's going to need his extension. Cooley, you have Seneca, who will hopefully have a big year and want big boy money, right? It's a changing of the tides. I don't think that Fox wins a cup here. We definitely don't want to pay Fox long term, but that's going to do it here for episode 9 of our New York Rangers franchise mode here in NHL 26. Again, if you made it to this point, I appreciate your time so much, YouTube. I am sorry for a huge delay in videos, and honestly, I'm gonna record another video after this that will go up the day of recording. So today is the 30th. This video, New York Rangers, will be live hopefully Friday, July 31st, if not Saturday, August 1st for sure. But anyways, enough rambling from me, guys. I appreciate you so much for watching. Make sure you check the links in the description, guys. I am live on Twitch almost every single day. Side note on that, I am taking a short break right now. We did do a 23-day subathon to celebrate our affiliate anniversary. That wrapped up on Tuesday of this week that this video will be live. So I am taking a small break. So I'm not live almost every single day, but you guys will see me either Sunday, August 2nd, or Monday, August 3rd for our Minecraft Monday. Check out the Twitch, join the Discord, as well as check out all my other socials, TikTok. I'd appreciate if you guys follow me there. I am 5 followers away from being able to go live there, which is something I would like to do. I want to start branching out, guys. This has been 1 year of content creation. We haven't done a whole lot. If I'm going to pursue my goal and hit my goal of being able to use content creation as a way to supplement my income all the time so I can work less, I'm gonna have to do more than just streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna have to grind the YouTube, the TikToks, the Instagrams, all that fun stuff. But thank you so much for watching, YouTube. As always, I appreciate your time. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do we do with this team moving forward? Thank you so much for watching, and as always, we will see you in the next one.